Capricorn, welcome to your full moon reading. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. I had started shuffling for you earlier and I wasn't really feeling the Moonology cards like I normally do. So I figured I would start with a different deck for you this time to get what your overall energy is for the full moon. So what is the overall energy for the full moon for the sign of Capricorn? There we go. Ooh, actually I got multiple. So we got discovering truth. You're a wise leader, miracles, and grace and gratitude. So that's a lot of cards for you. So just discovering truth. You stand in the light of the truth. Wise leader. You are a beacon for others. Miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. And we have that grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So that's a lot. It's a lot happening for you. So let's start with the tarot. So we just had the new moon in Aries, and new moons are about new beginnings. So what was the new beginning for Capricorn? You're going to be giving me a lot of cards today, aren't you? So we got Justice, we got the Four of Swords, and we got Death. Very interesting combination. So we're going to keep going and find out what really has come to light for you since the new moon a couple of weeks ago. What has come to light for Capricorn? Three of Swords. Let's find out what it is that you need to release. What do you need to release during this full moon? What does Capricorn need to release? Ace of Swords. Definitely going to do some clarifying here. So after you release it, it makes way for something new to emerge because every ending creates a new beginning. So what is this new beginning that is going to come through for Capricorn? King of Cups. It's a great one. And let's find out what is the overall message for Capricorn from the universe. What is the overall message? We have two that want to come out. We have Three of Wands and we have Temperance. Okay. There is another card here. Knight of Wands. Okay, so kind of right off the bat, what I'm seeing here, the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. It's also a quick incoming communication that's successful. When I look here just at what new has been coming in, so you are actually going through your transformation. So this is the card of Scorpio. It's the Death card. It's all about this full moon that we're coming up to. So again, it's a death and rebirth. And you're kind of taking a break from everything and kind of putting everything back into balance, which is actually part of the purpose of the new and full moons, is to kind of keep that everything in balance here. The Three of Swords talks about some sort of heartbreak that you may have had, or you may have learned that there was a third party situation, something along those lines. If this isn't love for you, then this could be you learned about somebody stabbing your back at work, or maybe a family member, a close friend, somebody who really just kind of went behind your back and betrayed you. And what I'm seeing here from an Ace of Swords standpoint as something to release, this actually has a lot to do with communication, setting intentions. So I'm definitely going to want to find out more about what it is that you're communicating and what you're letting go of. Here, what's about to come in for you is the King of Cups, which is love. It's water energy. So there could be a water sign that you're dealing with, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, something along those lines, or somebody who just has that type of personality. When I look here at what your outcome is, or like what the message is from the universe, we have Temperance here, which is, again, it's all about balance. It's very similar to a Justice type of card. Temperance is very patient and very kind. That type of energy is also Sagittarius. You have Three of Wands, so you've been waiting on the results of something to come in before you make a decision. And the Knight of Wands talks about that incoming communication. So here's the results on their way in that you've been waiting for to put things back in balance. So I'm going to do some clarifying to find out exactly what is going on for you. So let's find out about, I want to understand the Four of Swords first. What is it? Tell me more about this rest. So I got the Nine of Wands, which there is a lot about setting boundaries in this card. It's definitely an energy I pick up on the card frequently. It's about just knowing who you are and not letting other people take advantage of you. It's really how that comes across to me, which makes sense if you're getting rid of somebody like that. So let's talk about the Death card. Why is the Death card here for Capricorn? Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is very positive, and that could be what you're in a period of rest for. So talk to me about, yeah, I think it is. So I'm getting the Four of Wands here. So whatever you let go of, you're in the process of letting go. You haven't quite let it go yet. This is something that I can still see is happening within your life, because I'm the Three of Swords. It's not in the past. It's kind of in the recent, maybe the recent past, but it's not in the distant past. It's not something here that you need to let go of. It's still kind of sitting up in your current energy. So when you do let that go, you are getting something much better in its place, something that is much more balanced. And if that means that you have to take a break in order for that to come in, that's just the cycle working its course. So let me find out about the Three of Swords and see if we can get a better understanding on what this picture is. So why is the Three of Swords here for Capricorn? Page of Swords. So you learned something here. Somebody cut you out, or you're about to cut somebody out. Let's find out more about the Three of Swords and the Page of Swords for Capricorn. Why is that here? So we have the Hermit. You definitely have gone inside, and this feels like it was your decision to let this person or this situation go. You're the person that said, I've had enough, and this is it. It's definitely coming across that way. Now, if you're a cross watcher, it could definitely be roles reversed, but it's coming across that way. And in fact, it's really funny. I'm getting the Five of Cups at the bottom, and to me, this person is the Hermit. This is the person that will, again, with the Four of Swords, these are all very similar energies where you just take that pause, you go back into your mind, and you really consider everything. And that is definitely an earth energy type of behavior, very analytical, very self-reflective, that kind of energy. So let's find out about the Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Why is the Ace of Swords here for Capricorn? Why is the Ace of Swords here? With the Knight of Pentacles. I'm getting a lot of communication here. So what is it that you're communicating? Lots of communication here. King of Swords, which again speaks about cutting somebody out. So the King of Swords to me is somebody who really does set those clear boundaries and says you can either conform or not conform, but it's not really boundaries in the sense of like, we always have pizza for dinner on Fridays and you have to conform to that. But it's more along the lines of you're just not going to let anybody walk all over you. You're not going to be taken advantage of. And there was a point here where you were at a crossroads and you were really trying to decide whether or not this was the right situation for you, the right person for you. I'm seeing the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, I mean, he's happy. He has a lot going for him. There's definitely something about like a wish being fulfilled here. So there was some sort of decision that you had to make. But again, with this, the Nine of Cups here is very much in line with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands that I'm seeing, where it's like you made a decision, and the decision that you're making is the right decision for you. It's putting you on a better path. So I'm going to go ahead and find out more about this King of Cups, because when you do let all this go, all this positive energy that's coming out related to love seems to be what's coming in its place. So let's find out. Okay. We've got Judgment. So you are making some sort of final decision about this whole situation or about this person. So let's find out more about the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? Okay. The King of Cups comes in. We have a king and a queen. We have the Queen of Wands, but I also have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords talks about past heartache, past pain, which again, with the Swords energy, this is everything that you're cutting away from yourself. And you've made the decision to put this in the past. And when you do, you've got this King of Cups and you've got this Queen of Wands. And so the King of Cups is a very loving, nurturing type of energy. But then with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is very passionate and bold and charismatic. And this is somebody who is very self-confident. And these are all very positive energies. So there is a lot of putting the past behind you and allowing this new to develop. So I'm going to go ahead and find a little bit more, because you have been waiting for this to come in, and it looks like the message is coming through in a much better way. You could also be dealing with a fire sign, specifically Sagittarius, because I'm seeing a lot of wands here and I'm seeing Temperance. So Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries. So tell me, why is Temperance here for Capricorn? That's not the one I wanted to come out. Why is Temperance here for Capricorn? There we go. It's this one. We have the Ace of Wands. So we do have this passionate new beginning with somebody who is very balanced, who is very kind, patient, that type of energy. Let's find out about, I want to find out about the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. You are learning that somebody got left out in the cold. You have walked away from this person, and I'm seeing it. And this is what the universe wants you to know, that it is time to walk away. With Temperance here, there is a divine timing aspect to all of this. So talk to me about the Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands here for Capricorn? And we have the Four of Swords again. So you have been waiting on results to come in. That's exactly what this is about. You have made the decision, or you are in the process of making the decision of letting something go that caused you a lot of pain, that wasn't the right fit for you. You are at this crossroads, and it's time to let it go. And that's what all of this is telling me, is that the divine timing is definitely coming into play here. I'm seeing that with Temperance, that patience is needed. You're waiting on results, but you're going to get them. And when you do decide to let this person go, what comes in its place, and this is what you've been waiting for, is something much better fit. It's actually set to give you what you want with this Ten of Pentacles, which is a very stable, loving partnership type of relationship. It's definitely a commitment. When I sit here and look at the Four of Wands, there's definitely that type of commitment, celebration, potential marriage type of energy. And with the High Priestess at the bottom, there is something here about trusting your instincts. You always know what's the right thing to do for yourself as long as you listen to your heart. And here you have discovering the truth, which looks like you did with the Three of Swords. Wise leader. There is a lot here with communication and making sound decisions. Absolutely. Miracles. It's about waiting for this new to come in. And then grace and gratitude. I mean, this actually ended up really fitting your whole story quite nicely. So Capricorn, that is your full moon reading, and I hope you enjoy it. I will see you next time.